From the shadows of forgotten worlds, ancient civilizations whispered of monsters so terrifying, they haunted the dreams of entire populations. Today, we explore the most terrifying creatures of ancient mythology, beings whose names alone could send chills down your spine. Brace yourself. The nightmare begins now. The Chimera, a monstrous hybrid from Greek mythology, had the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and a serpent for a tail. Its roar echoed through the mountains, while its fiery breath could incinerate anything in its path. Heroes who dared to face it often never returned. In the frozen forests of North America, the Wendigo lurked, a spirit of insatiable hunger. Humans transformed into Wendigos if consumed by greed or cannibalism, becoming gaunt, skeletal monsters driven by an endless craving for human flesh. To meet a Wendigo was to stare into the embodiment of hunger itself. The Banshee, from Celtic lore, is the harbinger of death. She wails mournfully in the night, warning families of impending doom. Those who hear her cry are said to meet tragedy soon after, a terrifying reminder that death sometimes announces itself with a scream. The Jorōgumo, the spider woman of Japanese legend, lures men into her lair with beauty before revealing her deadly form. Once caught, her victims become trapped in silk, slowly consumed by her terrifying power. A creature of both allure and horror, she reminds us that danger often wears a disguise. The Nuckelavee, from Scottish folklore, is a horse-like demon with no skin, its raw muscles exposed to the cold wind. It spreads disease across the land and brings death to crops and livestock. Villagers feared it more than any other monster, for it was a force of unstoppable destruction. Medusa, the infamous Gorgon of Greek mythology, had snakes for hair and a gaze that could turn anyone to stone. Once a beautiful maiden, she was cursed to become one of the most feared creatures in history. Even today, her story embodies the terror of facing something both human and monstrously inhuman. The Pontianak, a vengeful female spirit from Malay folklore, appears as a pale woman in white. She targets men who cross her path, her shrieks heralding death. Legends warn travelers to avoid the forests at night, for the Pontianak waits silently, ready to strike. Rakshasas, shape-shifting demons from Hindu mythology, are masters of deception. They can appear as humans, gods, or monsters, feeding on fear and chaos. Stories describe them as cunning, ruthless, and nearly impossible to defeat, instilling terror across villages. Draugr, the undead warriors of Norse legend, rise from their graves to protect treasures or seek vengeance. Possessing immense strength and supernatural powers, they haunt burial grounds, attacking any who dare disturb their resting places. Their presence is a chilling reminder that death is never the end. Charybdis, a monstrous sea creature of Greek myth, creates whirlpools capable of swallowing entire ships. Sailors feared her as one of the greatest dangers at sea, for a single misstep could drag a vessel and its crew into watery oblivion. Ammit, from Egyptian mythology, devours the hearts of the impure in the afterlife. With the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus, she punishes the guilty and spares the righteous, ensuring that moral balance is maintained through fear itself. The Tikbalang, a horse-headed trickster from Philippine folklore, leads travelers astray in forests and mountains. Its elongated limbs and eerie laughter terrify wanderers, making them question whether they are lost or ensnared in a supernatural trap. These creatures may be myths, but their legends still haunt our imagination. From the icy forests to the ancient seas, humanity's fascination with fear has given rise to some of the most horrifying beings ever imagined. Which one scared you the most? Subscribe to Myth Zone for more epic myths and legends, and remember, some nightmares never fade.